Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card for today, Capricorn, you have is number 10 and it says family healing. Further it says trust. Trust in the support of your earth, soul, family. Now, let's take a look at the picture here. The image is very calm, very serene. There are 3 people here, 2 people in the background. If you see right above this little girl's, above her crown chakra, there are 2 other people. And they're forming like a big chain, they have their hands on her shoulder. So it's like there is a continuity in these people. They're not disconnected. There's green color aura, there is golden here. Green is for peace, for calmness, for serenity. And you can see that calmness, in the picture, it exudes a lot of calm energy. So people are, people feel safe. People are, this is like, there is an understanding amongst these people. And this energy is connected to our heart chakra, the brain. Yes, there's a lot of brain here. So there's a lot of understanding. There's peace. There is forgiveness. That's the essence of this heart. There is forgiveness. There is trust building as well. So I feel that, Capricorn, that you might be, in an energy where you want to reconcile with people. You want to talk things out. You want to sort things out. And when it comes to, family healing, it's, of course, it's the family that we're born into. It's not just about blood relationships, but it's also about the people we choose as family, our friends, that come as close to being our family. And I feel that you probably are in the energy of working things out, clearing misunderstandings, not being aggressive about things, or not bringing up the past issues or resentments. You just want to talk things out, resolve it. You want to, understand the underlying current, and you want to work things out. You want to reconnect. You want to reestablish the trust and the connection. So, and forgiveness is like it's a difficult thing to do, but it's a very important thing to do. Forgiveness is not okaying what was done is okay. It's not about that. Like, okay, whatever you did was okay. Not because of that. We forgive because why should we be carrying the weight and the burdens of resentments, of grudges? We don't need to carry all those heavy baggage. So in order to release that, we forgive ourselves, we forgive the situation, we forgive the energy. So this card here is asking you to open your heart back up again. And because you have the healing energy available to you, you have the stars are aligned for that. Now, I feel that you being the 10th house, hardworking, your life is the mountain goat, and you work extremely hard, whether it's at work or whether it's for family. You are the rock of your family, Capricorn. And I feel that you take it upon you to do everything for them as much as possible, fixing situations and all the responsibility. You want to take it up all the time. And I feel that when other people in the family, they have to, maybe they want to talk about something, they have a decision to me, you jump in, you do the research, you create the document, you create the options, you suggest the right path, and it's like you take everything, all the burdens on your own self. So instead of that, Capricorn, for a moment, you can just say that, oh, this decision is a little difficult for me too, but this is what I feel. This is what I think. And but outside of that, I also need to know what everybody else feels about this. And let's handle this together. Let's figure it out together. So in that ways, you kind of get together with the family, everybody takes on that burden, whether emotionally you're doing the research, whatever that is. And now you're sharing your thoughts. So you talk more to each other. You build that trust more with each other. When you share yourself and you come together in sharing responsibilities, that's when we start to develop and bond better, rather than taking it on ourselves and making it our responsibility. So I feel that this is a time where you can say bygones be bygones and start the process of reconciliation. And it says your family healing. So some of you might actually be choosing to sit down with somebody, maybe the elderly, or maybe somebody, in your house who doesn't take sides, who's a neutral person, who can sit down, who can listen to each and everyone's point of view, listen to what went wrong, and try to work things out, rebuild things back in a more fair and square approach, in a more structured way, in a more safe way, where everybody feels safe to share and everybody feels safe to open up. So at this point in time, I feel that you are being the architect of reconciliation. The next card you have, Capricorn, is house number 6. And it says establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So basically, Capricorn, you're house number 10. And you're dealing with house number 6. That is the house of Virgo. So Virgo is an earth element. It's ruled by Mercury. So this house is mainly about discipline. Day to day, how we discipline ourselves, the structure we create, the foundation we create for ourselves, our work ethics, the duties, everything, how we dress up and how we go out there, how we interact with people, everything that keeps our day going and running in a structured format. That's what this energy is about. And being Mercury being the ruler, there is a lot of detail, attention to detail that goes into this. So now when we say service, that includes the 6th house. It's about our own service, how we maintain ourselves, and as well as what we offer to the society, to the community, to our friends and family. You cannot give anything to anyone unless you give it to yourself first, unless you take care of yourself first. So I feel that you might be at this point in time, Capricorn, considering, building structures and strong foundations in your day-to-day life. And you're trying to fine-tune this as well. Another thing is that when it comes to service and giving, yes, it's great to give back, but then we also need something in return. Not exactly, but some kind of reciprocity, right? Some energy needs to be received as well. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. The scales don't balance. So I feel that you are also probably looking at where you invest your time and energy into. We don't have an endless supply of time and energy both. So we need to spend it in a very wise way, in a way that does not throw us off balance. So you might be assessing that as well. And this energy, Capricorn, specifically is asking you to, it's actually telling you that your day is not just a list of chores that you do from morning to night. Whatever you do, it actually creates that strong foundation. It's the building block of the legacy and the empire that you want to create. So you need to feel happy, invested, immersed in this experience. You need to come from a place of happiness, not burnout. And I feel that you might be also fine-tuning your habits, refining your habits, letting go of habits that are chaotic, that don't have structure, that are not purposeful, that are not purposeful. So you're trying to replace those with some healthy habits in order to have a well-orderly, structured life. It's also knowing and understanding that every action that we take and we do consistently, that helps us build our empire. That also helps us that also helps us, stay healthy, and which is equally important than just, doing or giving. So I feel that you are building habits that are sustainable, that are long-term, that are healthy, which support you, body, mind, and soul. Maybe it's like you want to, you're working on a sleep schedule. So you want to sleep at this time, wake up at this time. Because over here in the picture, if you see the orange and yellow shade, this is the early morning sunrise. And if you see a hand comes down and water is on this rose. So there is a schedule to it. Somebody wakes up at the early hours, and then waters the plant. So there is a structure to this. Some of you might be, it's a creating some kind of structure and order, leaving the chaos behind, organizing your day-to-day schedules, and also, whenever we immerse ourselves in the work that we do, and if it is a work that is done well, no matter how big or small it is, there is some sense of satisfaction when the job is done right, when the job is done with the full heart and soul and our entire investment. So I feel that you're also, you want to be more mindfully present in whatever activities that you're doing, whatever routine you have, whatever schedule you follow, you want to be more mindfully present in that. Some of you might also be looking at philanthropy or service in the community, something which makes our lives meaningful. So the essence of this energy, Capricorn, for you is that you are building a masterpiece, which is your life. And you need to do it with a lot of care. Because you guys are the builders of the zodiac. You guys are the architects of the zodiac, the CEOs of the zodiac, right? And the energy of sixth house is actually second nature to you. It's actually your home because, you mountain goat, 10th house of hard work. So this house of service and giving back and taking care of ourselves and having routines and all of that, getting our world in, structured and organized is second nature to you. So I do feel that you're being very, you're tidying up your room. Some of you could be tidying up your space, whether at home or at work, filing your, putting your files in your cabinets, or, giving some time to people that are struggling, that need help. Having like an order, like you wake up in the morning, then you go walk, then you have yoga, then you meditate, and then you journal, and then you go to work and things like that. So some of you could be in that mode as well. Now, when it comes to building, I would say the biggest builder so far, in my opinion, is the Romans, and that's what I feel that your energy resonates strongly with. Romans were the master engineers, hands down. That's my opinion. And, they were the ones who built so much, they were the ones who built concrete structures. They were the ones who created the public health system, for those of you who don't know. So I feel that some of you could be at work doing the same thing as well. You might be like monitoring the processes and routines and things like that, and you're making changes, you're making it more efficient, you're working on the quality over quantity. You're taking care of your health. You probably have a health trainer that's giving you good food at this time and this hour and things like that. I feel that some of you could even be paying attention as to where this, when you go to the grocery stores, you might be even paying attention as to where this food is coming from. How is it grown? Those grass-fed cows and this, that, and the third. So you might be looking into details about where that food is coming from. What is there in that package? Now, some of you could even be tidying up your finances, like having a budget and seeing where you can cut the unnecessary expenditure from and things like that. Some of you could be in that energy as well. But I feel that this is also an energy of learning things on how you can make your day-to-day dealings more efficient. Some of you could be, learning some new tools or software programs and things like that. And some of you might actually be working on projects that are for the better, for the better good of the community. Maybe I'm also getting like, this looks like a fan to me. The watering can actually looks like a fan to me. So I would say that it could be working on renewable energy resources or, because there's a revolution now to overhaul the energy resources. So you could be into that as well. Maybe you're upgrading the energy systems, or consumption like of energy, how it's done, how much is allocated, and things like that. In order to have a clean environment, eco-friendly environment. The next card you have, Capricorn, is the Queen of Wands. I feel this is your energy. Even the Wands is like the fire energy. Aries, your Sagittarius. I feel this is you. You might have some major fire placements, but I still feel this is you. But it could be somebody around you. But I still feel this is you. I'm saying it for the fourth time, sorry. So this is like a go-getter, right? A motivator. This is like somebody who believes, who does, the creator. She's passionate about whatever she gets, whatever she takes up. She knows who she is. She knows her worth. She knows what she's capable of. She has a vision. She's very inspiring. And at the same time, she's not dominating. She's not aggressive. She's not cold. She's very warm. She's supportive. She'll take you under her arms. And at the same time, she's very bold. So it's like, a very good balance of the yin and the yang. That's what this Queen of Wands is shown as in this picture. So further down, it says here, step into your power, lead with passion, and watch the world align with your vision. Capricorn, you are, the natural CEOs, I would say. So you're very responsible, very ambitious. You're the mountain goat. You're also very serious at most times, because, you're always constantly thinking, planning, doing, so sometimes you could come off as a little stricter as well. And I feel this energy is asking you to, just warm up, to lead with inspiration, which I feel you already do. But, when you warm up, when you mingle with people, when you lead with your heart and your mind, not just with your mind. Some of you might actually be in the management positions, where you have goals that you have to complete. I feel that with this energy, you could, adjust your management style, Capricorn. It's like you can, bring a team together for a meeting and tell them, like, yeah, this is the project we have. We need to complete this. And it's dear to my heart. It's my baby. This is the plan I have. This is the vision I have. And, and just tell that you trust your team, that this project is in safe hands. And, the team is highly innovative and very creative, and they will go over and beyond to compete and achieve the goals. Rather than, telling them this needs to be done in this way by this time, instead of micromanaging, give them the leeway to work with. Now, if you see, there is a cat at the feet of the queen. And on the other side, there is a, tower of green that this cat is protecting. And that's what ensures that the people, the kingdom, is well taken care of. So a very nurturing energy, but also very protective energy. The Queen of Wands comes as a combination of the two goddesses, according to me. One is Sekhmet and one is Bastet. And that's like the yin and the yang. It's like fiercely protective, that power, that strength, but at the same time very wiggy and warm nurturer. And that's what this queen is shown to be. She's warm, but at the same time she can get fired up. Yeah, this is the energy of Barbara Corcoran, of Mark Cuban, the people, the investors, the mentors on Shark Tank. This is that energy. Because they themselves started small. They then established their empires, became entrepreneurs, and then they became investors, and providing the funding, providing the mentorship, being the role models to upcoming business owners. So with this energy, Capricorn, I feel that you are leading. You're being a manager that is, coming from a hard space, not in a aggressive or dominating way. It's like when people in the company, when they have a project, when they want to launch a project, some internal project within the company, and they come and share it with the team, like why this project is dear to them. That's when the company, gets fired up. That's when they align their own passion of putting in the work to create that product, because their team member, their senior person has a vision, and that person wants the entire team to be a part of it. Some of you could actually be mentoring younger people or younger students, colleagues, whatever this is. It's mentoring does not mean just course correction, but mentoring means like, you get to champion their ideas. You give them ideas, solutions. You boost their confidence. You give them the support. And I feel that that's what you're doing at this point in time. Now, with this energy, some of you might actually be women that are in leadership positions. In Kenya, also there's the women group that is leading the conservation efforts. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so in Kenya, for example, there's a lot of conservation efforts that are going on. It's like they want to monitor the wildlife, they want to monitor habitats, they want to restore it, illegal poaching and all of that. So those kind of conservation efforts are going on in the world. And that's a true embodiment of this Queen of Wands, because there is fire to protect, but doing it with your feet on the ground, with a lot of practicality, practical plans. So that's this energy. Oh, why? It further down says here, this is your sign to own your success and let your passion shine. Lead with both your strategic mind and your fiery heart. Your confidence is your greatest asset, and your warmth is your greatest strength. And the last card for today, Capricorn, you have the message, get grounded. And it further says, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So yeah, this is a call for you to get grounded. I'll read this here further. It says, to ensure that your energetic aura field is clear and your inner well is full, you need to get grounded. If you're not grounded, it's all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. So I feel the Capricorns that I'm speaking with are highly sensitive people. They are empaths as well. You could have a lot of water placements. But I feel that you either already are spending some time by yourself alone in order to, recharge your own batteries, to, replenish your own energy, to get grounded. Now, further down, it says there are two types of people, those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one are you and carve out time Easter to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It further says there are a lot of high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and the most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. It further says here, there are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature. Put your palms, your hands on a tree. Or just walk barefoot, where there's a little bit of grass turf. And it further says here, do something to get grounded and connect with the earth. It further says, you are most likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your own balance, your own energy, and get grounded. It further says, it is easy to get swept up in the high-frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and the most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. Spend time in nature. Put your hands on a tree. Your palms are extensions of your heart chakra. or walk barefoot on the earth. Do something to get grounded and connect with the earth. So, Capricorn, those were your messages. These being general messages will play out differently in your life or in the environment around you. Let me know how these play out for you and hope you enjoyed your messages. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care guys. Bye for now.